year, besides our orientation, is going to be just on workflow. And on Tuesday mornings, I do ask that you try to get here very promptly so that we can all make good use of each other's time and our time as a team. So the workflow when you come is you need to gather your tools. The first thing on our hit list is harvest. And I have on the board over there, the last column is harvest. And I list the things that are outside first that we can harvest, and then followed by greenhouse elements. So early in the year, there are frequently small amounts of things, and it's enough for us to share as gardeners, but not a whole lot to send to the food bank typically. We do have a harvest team, and they will be focused on, as we bring things in from the field, getting them ready, laying them out for our shopping pleasure, dining pleasure, and then also getting them ready and weighing them for the food bank. We do record what we send to the food bank, and we try to balance that so that we meet their needs but don't exceed their needs and create waste. Our harvest team this year is now all here. We have Sheila on the team, Lori, and Lark. So that is our harvest group, and they will be doing that element of laying out the things. And Lark, would you like to show us our new harvest demo? Now, cover your ears if you have sensitive ears. This is what we used to do. Or go out and say, everybody come on in. But now,
people kept saying, you know, coming in late and saying, oh, I didn't hear the harp, you know. So we're going to take this bell down.
okay, so come and get it.
The cows as well.
Yeah, a little bit easier on the ears than the whistle. And if I'm not here, some other people don't know how to whistle. So there you go.
Some of the wonderful gardeners are so involved in what they're doing, they keep thinking, well, I'll go in a few minutes, I'll go in a few minutes. And the only reason it's suggested to really come when now the bell rings is because after we go through and pick out what we want, in later weeks when there's enough, then we start weighing and doing it for the food bank. And it's not set in stone, but it's better if you can get it before we start weighing it.
It does need to be, actually, and we're going to have to be more disciplined this year because not only are we going to send some to the food bank, but we have been asked by the board trust to do a experimental farm stand this year, and it will be here at the farm. So after we get ours, we'll be having the public come for about an hour that will be open, that they can purchase some vegetables from us, and it'll be a way for us to generate a little bit of revenue to support our programming.
And then we'll take ours after that?
No, we'll take ours, we'll sell some, and then the rest will go to the food bank. So it will be important for the discipline. So thank you for bringing that up. That's a really good segue. So when you come here, first things is grab a wheelbarrow, grab a buddy, grab some boxes. If you need harvest tools, there's knives or scissors in that seed bin. You'll hear me say the information or central area. There is like a silverware tray. Thank you, Vena. That's called a seed bin. That was a farmer's seed bin.
Oh, not where we keep our seeds.
Not our seed bin. That's the old grain bin. You know what? I'm going to call it grain bin. That's easy. It's a grain bin. So in that grain bin, it's also our information center, so you can see some books, and it's got our harvest scale and record books and that sort of thing. So in that grain bin, there are some knives and so on. Please put them back when you're done. I will be getting more scissors because our dozen pair that we had last year has disappeared, but that's all right. So get your tools, go on out and start harvesting. Again, there's a list on the board. And I'll do the best that I can to put things that I know are ready. But as crop managers, I may not recognize when your crop's ready, so feel free to put things on there. So we're just going to kind of walk through that process. So what I would do when I come to the farm is I would come in, I would open up the tool room. In this case, I'm going to dig some leaks, so I'm going to grab a shovel. I'm going to go over and get some boxes and a wheelbarrow. Or in this case, I'm going to take a garden curve. I try to get some sturdy boxes that are going to pulled up, that's a pretty good one.
And just a reminder, we use this cardboard for mulching, but if you see a good box and ones that are already broken down, use the broken down ones, because we do use these like to transport like to the food bank and stuff.
Yeah, just set them aside and we'll go from there. Can someone please grab a couple of knives or a handful of them?
We're doing charcoal.
Yeah.
We're gonna do charcoal.